on in. Join this show tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We welcome you to the show. Listen, I am your host, and this is my lovely co-host.
Hello.
This is Lady Kyra. Listen, y'all, we are on here tonight. Want to encourage a few of you folks here tonight who may be going through some things, who may be struggling a little bit. And a little bit tonight, we're going to talk about the struggle is real. That's what we're going to have a brief discussion about tonight, dealing with the real struggle. But we thank you all for taking the time to tune in with us here on Press Chat to come on. We've been doing this thing for a little while now, and we thank all of our many supporters who always take time to tune in with us.
That's right.
And always, watch, comment, like, even share these videos. We don't take it for granted.
That's right.
So we always have to tell you all thank you, because you all don't have to watch. You don't have to like the videos. You don't have to comment. You don't have to share. But you do those things, and it really helps us out a lot, because it lets us know that what we are doing from the heart is a blessing to you all. So we're forever grateful for that. I do thank you all for taking time to be with us here on Press Chat. I know we have been doing this, like I said, for a while now. For those of you who have been tuning in with us, you all are aware that we have done some giveaways here. We've blessed people with some Red Lobsters, some Olive Garden, some Cedar River, a whole lot of restaurants, Applebee's. We've done those things. We've blessed, quite a few people. And, if you take a look at this on your screen here, we've had a lot of preachers, a lot of speakers who have joined us and who have took time out to fellowship with us on the Press Chat. And you all, of course, always tune in with us. So we're very grateful for that. Co-host, what you got for us tonight?
I just want to tell everybody hello. I hope you had a great day today. I hope you had a great dinner tonight. We just got done eating, and it was kind of yummy, you guys. It was real good. Real good.
It was yummy to my tummy.
But we love you guys, and we thank y'all for supporting us. We thank the people who support us private, and we thank the people who support us open. We love you all. We love you all.
Yeah, we don't take it for granted. But listen, I wanted to come on here and talk about dealing with the struggle and how the struggle is real. There are some of you all tonight who may be dealing with many difficulties dealing of life, and you may not know the direction to turn, where to look, who to run to, who to hide from. And what I want you to know is, while the struggle is real, you have to be happy with yourself, because there are going to be a lot of people who don't support you in your struggle. There's going to be a lot of people who's going to laugh at you in the process of your struggle. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some people who are going to make mockery of your name during your struggle. But the key is you have to hold your head up, keep on smiling, dust yourself off, shake yourself loose, shake the dirt off you, and keep on trucking, because, hey, every day is a better day. And guess what? It'll rain, it'll storm, it'll pour. But eventually the sun is shining in your life again.
That's right.
So, that's what we're working on. We just want people to know that the sun is going to shine.
That's right.
And let me tell you something. When the sun shines in your life, you don't have to worry about anything else.
That's right.
Don't even matter. So you spend all your time giving, and helping other people. And it seems like when you're in the drought, when it seems like you have nowhere to turn, when it seems like all ends that you have, come to are over, when it seems like your very own back is against the wall, you sit and you wonder, you cry, you pout, you get upset, stress yourself out, don't know what you're going to do. My thing to you is smile. Mm-hmm. Pray about it. Talk to somebody about it. Don't hold all that stuff in. You walk around here with being in cardiac arrest and, dealing with stress, anxiety, depression. You better talk to somebody.
That's right.
But make sure it's somebody you can trust, because everybody you talk to, you can't trust.
You can't trust.
Because you tell them your business and the whole community know about it.
That's right. You pour into them, and they pour into 50 more people.
Oh, yeah. Then those 50 people are going to pour into 100 people. Then those 100 people are going to tell 200 people. Then the next time you know, you all the way over in California, folks talking about you, don't even know you. So, during the storm, it could be so painful, because it seems like the people that you depend on, the people that you trust, the people that you love, those are the people that turn their back on you. And it puts you in a low state of mind. And, you feel sometimes unworthy. You sometimes feel like you're not good enough. You sometimes, your back, a hard place in life is to have your back against the wall. Mm-hmm. With nowhere to turn. That's a hard spot to be in. Mm-hmm. Very hard spot to be in. But I just want to encourage y'all, man. Y'all keep on living.
That's right.
Hey, the bills may be there, but keep on living. You may be dealing with foreclosure. Keep on living. Yes. They may be trying to repo your car. Keep on walking. Whatever it is. Keep on living. Because listen, a brighter day has got to come.
That's
we
right.
get so complacent, and we get so relaxed with the things we have in this life. But guess what? When we dead and gone, these same problems gonna still be here.
That's right.
That same account that you got with J.C. Penney's and you $5,000 in the negative, it's still gonna be here.
That's right.
So, some things you don't have to worry about stressing over. Take some of that pressure off your heart, because it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
That's right.
Very, very, very simple. What you got for us, co-host?
I'm listening.
I talk.
Talk on.
I talk all night.
Talk on. That's
true.
Talk
on. So, yeah. And then, while you in your struggle, like I said, the people you think are really there for you, they don't be there. And then the moment you come out the struggle, and the moment you are doing better for yourself, the moment that, the sun starts to shine in your life, guess what happens?
They want to show up.
They show up. Knocking on your front door.
They want to show up.
Trying to get access. There are a lot of folks you need to deny access into your life. So, folks will show their true colors to you in the middle of your storm. Mm-hmm. You got to be so very careful, who you share your struggle with and who you share that, that pain and hurt with, because some people will take that same hurt and pain later on down the road and use it against you.
Yeah.
The same person you thought you could trust, use that same hurt, that same pain, that same misery, they use it all against you.
And we're talking about best friends, family, especially family, co-workers. We're talking about those type of people.
Don't forget neighbors.
Neighbors, church people, non-church people.
All the above. A, B, C, D, and then E says all the above. Circle all the above. Because it applies to everybody. So, you have to be so very, very careful who you sharing your hurt with. Because some folks are just there to gather information, to be that they're listening here, but they listening to what they can carry to the next man, woman, boy, and little girl. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say you got to be careful. But when the sun shines in your life, them folks be right there trying to get glory with you. Mm-hmm. No, your access have been denied. Mm-hmm. You can't come and you can't come and enjoy this victory with me now, because when I was broke down, disgusted, sick, and tired, you didn't want to ride the journey along with me. You left me behind. You left me in the dirt. Some of you dealing with people who left you to die. They left you for dead.
Left you for dead.
Left you for the brothers to pick you up.
Left you for dead.
To eat you. Left you for dead. So these are the kind of people that you don't need a part of your life. You trying to make it to the next level. Some of y'all are losing things in life because you supposedly got somebody that you love, but yet they're causing you so much pain, hurt, and misery, and you're losing everything that you got. Mm-hmm. Got to be so very, very careful. Because, sometimes we get hooked up with people and connected with people, whether it be in church, relationships, school, work, whatever the place is, walking through the park, walking to the mailbox, and, we get connected with people, and we don't even know those people, and they turn out, and those people do us so much harm. Mm-hmm. So much bad, bringing so much negativity. You got to be biblical, because every time you see somebody, and they only got bad news to give you, and they always negative,
run
and don't look back.
Run.
No, because I have to see you someday, and you got to have some joy in your life. Mm-hmm. Every time we talk that you going through, every time we talk, your life is miserable. You need to evaluate yourself. That's right. You need to do a self-evaluation and find out what's wrong. Mm-hmm. You got to find out what's wrong. Seriously, y'all. Mm-hmm. Seriously. But listen, this is the flyer tonight. Tuning in with Presley, being with us here at 8:30. I thank y'all who have so far joined in and who have tuned in with us. Like I said, Presley is all about reaching those of all walks of life. We've been blessings to folks with gift cards and of different restaurants and things of that sort. We also have had other different speakers on with us. So at any point that anybody would like to come on here and share with us and, like to get on and say something, but it has to be something encouraging, y'all.
Encouraging.
I ain't having no mess on here. Ain't going to be no mess on here.
That's
something
right.
That's going to be encouraging to somebody. That's what it's all about, lifting somebody up, man, because listen, there are so many people that are going through right now in life. So many people that are going through. So we have to, be so generous of the things we say and so generous of how we treat people. It pays to treat people right. It's nice to be nice.
It is.
It's nice to be nice. Yeah, sometimes, they don't like you, but keep on being nice. Yep. They hate your guts, but keep on being nice, because listen, while you being nice, they walk around pitiful, disgusted, angry, bitter, all that stuff on the inside while you moving on with your life. Mm-hmm. Be very, very mindful. Life is so short.
That's true.
Life is so short, man. Nobody got time you wake up to foolishness. You walk all throughout your day dealing with foolishness. You lay down in your bed at night dealing with foolishness. Mm-hmm. You don't sleep at night. You tossing and turning all night long. Foolishness. I commend some of y'all today to make a change in your life. Get rid of all that foolishness, all that negativity. Get rid of it.
That's right.
It don't mean no good.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of them.
That's true.
That's all I got to say.
That's true. Get rid of them.
I'm just over here trying to encourage y'all folks, man, because there's some folks in this world that are really going through. There are some folks in this world who have dealt with pain from, whether it be from their job, from their church, family, friends, neighbors, whatever the case is, dealing with childhood hurt and pain. And then when you try to speak on those things as you get older, or when you try to open up, and the same folks you try to speak out about it, they try to hurt you in the process of it. They do. You deal with hurt, you deal with pain, then you try to reach out, you try to speak out about it. Then the same folks be like, oh, y'all know how he or she is. That's just how they just always nasty. Always got an attitude. The person only got an attitude because they deal with people like you. And if they didn't deal with people like you, they wouldn't have to have no kind of attitude. Or they wouldn't be so angry. They wouldn't be so uptight, bitter. Then you won't have to say that, oh, well, y'all know that's just how he or she is. Yeah, probably so. Because when you dealt with so much mess from the people who's supposed to be there to support you, from the people who's supposed to be there to love you, especially the ones that say, oh, I love you, then what do you expect? Mm-hmm. What can you expect? You can only play with people's emotions and feelings for so long before folks eventually explode.
And you know what? It really hurts. It really hurts when you have people that you, I'm trying to get the camera, people that you didn't put your trust in. People that you done told some real secretive stuff. It really hurts when somebody like that go behind your back and just spill the beans like that, and just do you like that. How could you do me like that? If you was my friend, or if you was my cousin, my family member, how could you treat me like that? And you know the hurt and the pain that I'm going through, even if it's from my childhood, or even if it's something, with my marriage, or how could you do that? And that's why people today act like that, because they can't trust people, and that's why they act so bitter. Can you blame them?
Absolutely not. You can't blame them. You can't blame somebody for trying to, express their hurt. You can't blame people for doing stuff like that. And I say that because when you say that you love somebody and you say that you're there to support people, you don't take what they share with you and then use it to abuse them. You don't do that. That's what you call control tactics.
Say that again. What?
You call that control tactics. You try to control people's mind, and you want to control people's thoughts, and what they do and how they do it, and who they doing it with, and all that kind of stuff. Be careful, man. They ain't got time for that foolishness. I'm telling y'all, if y'all dealing with this kind of stuff, cut them out. Cut them folks loose, man, because there are some people, I'm telling you, they are only there just to watch you go through the storm and to watch you struggle. Oh, yeah. Dealing with church, you travel, you go to all these churches, you help all these ministries, and you find yourself, you come out the struggle, and you start to make it, and you start to do good. And those same folks who never supported you while you were in your struggle, all of a sudden want to call, text, and inbox and say, hey, you think you can come over to our program? But when I was in the struggle, when I was going through, you didn't bother to call. You didn't bother to email. You didn't bother to make no kind of contact because you thought that I wasn't good enough. Now, I ain't talking about me now. I'm just speaking in general because some of y'all done went left field. I wasn't good enough to be on the program with, certain people, or because of where I come from wasn't good enough.
No,
you see,
that's how they left you for dead.
That's how people treat you.
They left you for dead. And since you made it, since you survived, they wanna eat off your faith. They wanna, you see what I'm saying? They want you to share the portion with them.
Oh yeah.
They want part of the reward.
Part of the reward. I call that prostitution. There are so many people out there that want to prostitute people gifts.
You can't do that.
Want to abuse people gifts.
You can't do that.
But you don't prostitute them while they nasty and dirty. You wait till they get clean and smelling good and looking good. Teeth all shiny. Hair done. Shoes shiny. Clothes looking nice. Then you prostitute them. But long as they was dirty clothes, dirty shoes with no matching socks, teeth all dirty, wax all in the ears, you didn't want to use them because you thought they wasn't good enough. And you thought that you could just, push them to the side because you felt like there was a nobody. But in reality, you always knew they was somebody. You just didn't want them to shine brighter than you. Yeah, that's what it is. A lot of y'all don't want to celebrate the next person and uplift the next person because you don't want them to outshine you. And guess what? That's not how it should be. Some of y'all walk around with, I don't know, 60-watt light shining. The others got 100-watt shining. And you know, when the 100-watt come around, you 60-watt folks want to get mad and angry because your light dull and dim.
Some of them got the floodlights.
Cracked. Floodlights. And you ain't shining worth nothing. But because that same old person who you done prostituted don't really want to fool with your ministry no more and don't want to, you know, come and to support your events because y'all done prostituted him or her so much, then all of a sudden you want to bash them with other preachers and other bishops and other apostles that try to discredit their name.
Or let's go on the other side.
On the other side.
Don't want to fool with your clique no more, your game no more. Then you want to bash them to the best friend.
Oh, yeah, bash them to the best friend.
Bash them to the best friend. But you weren't no friend from the get-go.
Wasn't no friend from the get-go. Got folks right here prostituting people, using people. Listen, now I'm going to talk about me for sure this time. I've dealt with a lot of people, man. I listen, I grew up in the church. So I know how the church operates. I sat back and I watched the ins and out. Listen, I was a little boy. My great grandmother, let me tell you something. She was a preacher in the church right there in Jonesville. And I sat in the pulpit with my great grandmother. And as I was a little kid, as a little child, some of the members of the church, they complained because they said that little kid, that little boy don't deserve to sit in the pulpit. But they would prostitute my gift. Because they felt like I wasn't nobody, and they felt like I wasn't going to ever become anything good. But now that I've grown older and wiser, the prostitution ring begins again.
Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring.
It begins again. But see, when I was low down, dirty and filthy.
Young. Didn't know anything.
Didn't know nothing.
What they thought. That's what they thought.
Didn't think I was going to make it. Didn't ever think I'll be great. But here I am. I'm still standing tall on the shoulders that lifted me up. The folks who really knew that I was gonna be somebody. Mm-hmm. See, some of y'all done dealt with that growing up in school or a family where they done told you that you ain't never gonna be no good or you ain't never gonna be nothing. Some of y'all dealt with them same kind of folks. And then soon as you prosper and do something great, we love you. We always knew you could make it. No, you didn't. Stop lying. You didn't have no faith. I talked about faith last night.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. See, I sat there in the pulpit. See, I knew my calling at a very young age. But let me tell you something. When you're intimidated by people, you do things like that. You do that manipulation tactic. You try to put them down. And listen, some of y'all may get mad because of what I said. I could really care less. I sat in the pulpit, as a little boy, and some folks had so much to say. And listen, some of the folks was my own family that sat right in the church and was complaining and talking about, he didn't deserve to sit in the pulpit because he was a little boy. And that same little boy once was young, now old. You call and still try to use. You see, that's why you have to be careful how you treat people.
That's true. That's true.
When a plant is growing, you got to make sure you water the plant.
That's right.
You can't just leave the plant out in the sun.
That's right.
And don't nurture the plant. You got to make sure you treat that plant right. Mm-hmm. Feed it. That's just like any little puppy, any little dog, any new animal, a newborn baby. You can't just have the baby and then the baby just sit in the crib and starve. You got to nourish the baby. Mm-hmm. You've got to feed the baby. Every little baby needs its mother's love. Mm-hmm. You can't just leave the baby there.
That's true.
You ever see animals? And when the mothers have their little cows, have their little babies, where they be at? They be right there with the mothers, latched on. Because it's a nourishing process. And some of y'all have been connected with so many people where they have spiritually manipulated you. Mm-hmm. Where they have prostituted you and where they have used controlled tactics against you for so long that you not even able to recognize it. Mm-hmm. Can't even recognize somebody being real and somebody being fake with you. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That's true.
But see, I'm glad. But see, because I said a long time ago, there were some places that it really don't even matter if I never even go again. There are some people, it don't even matter if I never ever talk to again. Because listen, once you have moved on with your life and you're trying to do better and you're trying to move forward and you're trying to be prosperous, you need nothing dead holding you back. Oh no, can't have it. Nothing dead. No dead weight. Nothing holding you back. Nothing. Life too short, y'all. I'm just trying to encourage some of y'all on here. That's all I'm doing. We're just encouraging y'all to know that life is great. Life is all of what you make it. Literally. Life is all of what you make it. And and people speak on church hurt, and some folks are always quick to say, well, you can't blame it on the church. It's the people in the church. Sure enough. But see, it's people just like you who set up and you condone the mess while it was happening. And then you knew the people was getting hurt and you sat back and never opened your mouth and said anything. It's people just like you who sit back and say, oh, you can't blame it on the church. It ain't the church. It's the people in the church. Yeah, it's the people like you that's in the church. People running from church. People leaving church because of the hurt they dealt with. So when people say they're dealing with church hurt, it's a real issue. It's something real that needs to be addressed. Mm-hmm. People don't even want to go to church no more because they see the same shout, the same dance at this church to the next church down the street to the other church over across the road. It's the same stuff going on. You got more gossip in the church than what you do on the homeless people under the bridge. And it's a shame, y'all. We all supposed to be, lifting each other up. We're supposed to be building one another up to make sure the next man, the next woman, the next little girl, the next little boy doing good. But instead, we be so quick to find fault in people to try to put them down. But we say we love one another. Mm-hmm. How was that so? How do we love the next person, but we put them down? I'm going to be a millionaire when I grow up. I want to be a doctor when I grow up. I want to be a lawyer when I grow up. I want to be the next president. We have all these kids that all these things they want to be. Then we have all these older folks, all these bitter folks that tell them, oh, you need to do something else. Don't you be no doctor. Don't you be no lawyer. Because you couldn't do it. Don't try to crash the next little person's dream and hope.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't try to put nobody else down because you couldn't do what you want to do in life, and then you got somebody else who coming along and they're able to do it. Oh, now you wanna discredit them. You wanna make them feel bad, like they ain't worth nothing. Oh, it's a sad world we live in.
The struggle.
That's dealing with the struggle for real. Mm-hmm. That's dealing with the struggle for real. I may lose some friends over this one, but it's all right with me.
Let it out.
Because you say let it out.
Let it out.
I just said sometimes you got to talk about it.
Yeah, let it out. Let it out, man.
I'm just saying, man, y'all got to be careful how you treat people. And you wonder why all this stuff be going on. We be having all these shootings and stuff that be going on. People get tired of hurt. Mm-hmm. Some people lash out. They get angry and they do things that they don't have a clear process. They don't have a clear mind because they've had so much stuff held up on the inside of them. They big, bloated, and ready to explode. And boom! It's like an earthquake. And everything else it shatters. And this person got to go spend the rest of their life locked up in prison because of a decision they made that only took 1 minute, to simply pull the trigger, simply stab somebody, ignite a bomb, run somebody over. Quick little decision could ruin somebody's life all because they've had so much hurt and so much pain in their life. Because the people they thought they could confide in, love on them, trust them, depend on, turned their back against them and abused them, prostituted them, trafficked them. Same people. So I say you got to be so very, very careful of the people you deal with today. I thank y'all for taking time to tune in with us tonight, though.
It's getting deep, y'all.
Listen, it can get deep on Press Chat.
It was getting deep. Getting deep.
It be getting deep on here sometimes, y'all. But listen, we just chatting, though.
We just chatting.
Don't be in your feelings about it.
We just chatting.
Hey, I know the old folks say, if the shoe, if it fit, don't wear it. If it's you, then make a change in your life.
Come on.
If it's you, do better. If it's you that's been prostituting people, do better.
Stop.
If it's you, stop. If it's
stop.
you that's been manipulating people, stop. If it's you that's been using manipulative, conniving thoughts against people and discrediting people's names and stuff like that, stop.
But you know what? I have something to say. For those type of people, they always play victim. But that's a part two. We ain't gonna get back deep in that. We're not gonna get back deep in that. But I wonder why they always play victim.
They gotta play victim. Because you know why?
No.
Don't do it. Save it for
We're gonna say that.
Ooh,
that's some Fruit Loops, some juicy stuff.
I always got to play victim. I'm gonna save it though.
But if it's you, if it's you doing that to people that trying to grow, that just came from out of a storm, stop doing that. That's wrong. You know that's wrong. Because guess what? I done had some people do that to me. For real.
They'll do it now.
They thought I wasn't going to make it long, long time ago. But guess what? I'm here. I thank God for that storm. You know why? Because when the sun shine, I grew.
That's it. I'm told there's time. Some of y'all better speak to your storm and tell that storm to go on about its business. Them hurricanes will be coming, shaking the cities and states up for nothing. Be too much stuff going on. And God got to come through and wash some of that stuff out. And y'all be wondering why it's coming. Why the category 4s and 5s come? Too much mess.
And you know what? When we had Irma, I remember when we had Irma, everybody was sharing bread.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody was being so nice to each other. You remember that?
I remember it. Oh, yeah.
For real.
But except for the folks that was fighting over gas.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Except for them folks that was to that gas station.
They was trying to get gone.
Yep.
They was trying to get gone. For real. But listen, we do take this time to thank you all for, stopping by Press Chat with us. It's never anything personal. When we speak or chat, it's just about stuff that's going on in the real world. That's all it is. And sometimes people just inbox us and ask us to speak on certain things, and that's just what we do.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's all it's about. Helping somebody.
Yeah, and you know what, Brian, I had a couple people to tell me, what they enjoy what we do for the live because, they stopped going, a lot of people stopped going to church and stuff like that. And people just they look over stuff like that nowadays, and just think that, other people think that everybody just have a problem and they just need to get themselves together. But sometimes you need to, just like you say, get that stuff out of you. Talk about it. About it.
Gotta talk about it.
You have to talk about it so you can feel better.
You have to. I be telling folks, get it all out.
Get it out.
Cry your last tear. Because there ain't no need to worry about what tomorrow's going to bring, what the night's going to bring, this evening's going to bring. Because guess what? It'll be all over.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
For real. It's going to be all right, y'all.
In the morning.
So I thank y'all for taking time to tune in with us here at Press Chat. Once again, I am your host. And this is my lovely co-host, Lady Kyra. And we thank you all for being with us.
We love you guys. Are you going to sing something tonight? Or are you just going to...
I'm done. They got to contact my booking manager for that one.
Don't do the folks like that. You can't do the... Not that.
We just talk about folks being prostituted now. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
Oh, Lord.
All right, y'all.
Wait.
We thank y'all for tuning in with us on Press Chat. Catch us soon. We'll be back on here sooner or later. Every night we try to get on. Every other night, just have to watch the flyers for details. And we will be on here, being on Press Chat, just being encouraging and lifting folks up. And, hey, just doing what we do. That's all it is. So we thank y'all. Keep smiling. It'll get better. Ooh, yeah.